fighting between Thailand and Cambodia has continued to intensify, despite U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that a renewed ceasefire had been secured to halt the escalating violence along the disputed border. On December 12th, Cambodia accused Thai forces of carrying out bombardments along its border areas, just hours after the United States publicly announced that both sides had agreed to a truce. Thailand's prime minister responded by saying Thai forces were acting in retaliation, insisting that the strikes were aimed at Cambodian military targets following provocations from across the border. Amid mounting accusations and the collapse of the ceasefire, Thailand's prime minister struck a defiant tone, and I quote, "Thailand will continue to perform military actions until we feel no more harm and threats to our land and people." The accusations emerged shortly after President Trump held phone calls with Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul and Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet in an attempt to de-escalate the crisis.
What I'd love for you to do, when you have all of these media people, it's a nice slow afternoon. Nothing's too slow around here. I think we just did a very good job with Thailand and Cambodia. We had them stopped, and I've been saying I stopped 8 wars, but they started shooting at each other 2 days ago. It wasn't good. And we got it, I think, straightened out today. So Thailand and Cambodia is in good shape. So we get a lot done. 8 wars. Nobody's ever stopped 8 wars. We have 1 more to go. The easiest one, I thought, would be a country that you're somewhat familiar with, Russia and Ukraine. But a lot of progress is being made even there.
However, neither leader made any direct reference to a ceasefire agreement in the official statements released after speaking with the U.S. president, raising questions about the deal's credibility. The original ceasefire, brokered in July by Malaysia, was pushed through after intense diplomatic pressure from President Trump, who sought to position Washington as a key mediator. At the time, Trump had warned both nations that trade privileges could be withheld if hostilities did not come to an immediate halt. The truce was later formalized at a regional meeting in Malaysia in October, an event attended by President Trump himself. Despite the agreement, both sides continued with sporadic skirmishes and low-intensity cross-border violence, signaling the fragility of the ceasefire. The conflict stems from decades of hostility over competing territorial claims, particularly along the long and poorly demarcated border. Thailand has since deployed jet fighters, conducting airstrikes on what it claims are Cambodian military installations near the border. Thai authorities say Cambodian BM-21 rocket launchers have damaged homes in border communities, putting civilian lives at risk. According to Thai public broadcaster Thai PBS, at least 6 Thai soldiers were killed after being struck by shrapnel from rocket fire. In a separate escalation, the Thai Navy reportedly opened fire from a naval vessel positioned off the coast. That strike allegedly sent around 20 artillery shells into Cambodia's Koh Kong province, hitting hotels and beachfront areas. December 13th marks the 6th consecutive day of fighting since the ceasefire announced by Trump collapsed on December 8th. At least 20 people have been killed across both countries so far, with nearly 200 others wounded. An estimated 600,000 people have been displaced on both sides of the roughly 800-kilometer-long border. President Trump has also claimed that a bomb which killed and wounded multiple Thai soldiers was an accident. Thailand's prime minister strongly rejected that assertion on Facebook, saying the incident was definitely not a roadside accident, further underscoring the deepening mistrust between the two sides.
I'd like to first draw your attention to the latest situation. According to this timeline, of course, we begin with the events early in the morning with the opening of fire by the Cambodian troops onto Thai territories, and of course, as a result of that, we have to defend our motherland to the fullest extent. Follow on that, around noon time, the Cambodian armed forces still bombarded with heavy artillery and gunfire into Thai territory and affected 1 loss of life on the Thai soldier. But nevertheless, I am happy to say that the area at Chong An Ma, that is the Hill 677 in Chong An Ma area, has been safely secured by the Royal Thai Army now, 100%. Nevertheless, also the Cambodian Armed Forces is trying to retain or try to retaliate by returning fire to our Thai troops stationed on Hill 677. So the battle or the fighting is still ongoing, but we are glad to announce that we have safely secured the area nonetheless. Also at 1300, we have discovered that the Cambodian troops have moved or deployed their BM-21 multiple rocket launcher into the related areas of Chong An Ma in Ubon Ratchathani as well as the deployment of the BM-21 heavy weapon or heavy machinery into the area around Drat province as well. That actually resulted in the Royal Thai Navy to take the response in counter-attack the movement of the forces into the area around Drat province.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.